All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thunder Valley Racing League. We have the truck series going on tonight, and we're going to be at Iowa Speedway. I have B. Hayden with me in the booth tonight. Also have our in-race reporter, Exotic, so we appreciate him helping us out. B. Hayden, what do you see happening tonight while these guys get this qualifying done?
Well, TCW, there's going to be probably some different strategies going on here tonight. We have a good mix of some Cup drivers, some rookie drivers in the Truck Series looking to make a name for himself. But I think the big thing is, once again, who's going to lock themselves into the playoffs so they can take the weight off their shoulders about the points and go out there and race.
Exactly, and our last week's winner plays official. He took home the checkered flag last week in that number 24 Hooters car, and Hooters truck, excuse me. So he's on a roll. He's probably looking to pick it back up and stay where he's at tonight. I think there's going to be a lot of good, hard racing tonight. Definitely, it's a short track type style racing, and we're gonna see who can work together and see if we see a few tippers flare or what may happen tonight. So I think it'll be a great race for everyone to watch, and we appreciate everyone that's joining in, and anyone that may join in during the race or tomorrow or whenever. So we appreciate our viewers, and hopefully we'll be able to get this race started here soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a pretty good 100-lap race, and I think there's going to be a lot of action up there in that top 5, top 6.
And that's the thing, is the Truck Series is really stacked because pretty much a lot of the top-tier Cup guys we've seen this season are running trucks as well. And they've been running trucks because with this league, the trucks is kind of the standout series, and they definitely have a lot of great drivers, and I expect to see a lot of great racing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think with the trucks, the lower speeds are a little bit easier to handle. It just makes for some really good racing.
It most definitely does. Those trucks are really definitely fun to drive as well. It looks like we got our top 5 here, B. Hayden. Looks like our top 5 is going to be Ski Mask. He's going to be starting with the pole, which isn't surprising. He's fast in those trucks. We got Melton starting second, D-Blood in third, Y'all Ain't Ready in fourth, and Plays in fifth. So that would be your top 5, ladies and gentlemen. And we're about to get this race going, it looks like. I'm just waiting for the word to join in, and we'll be able to get this show on the road.
So TCW, I got a question for you, yes, since you ran the Cup race here yesterday. What do you expect as far as tire wear going to the race? How do you think stage 1, stage 2? Do you think they have to take 4 tires, 2 tires? What do you see happening there?
Absolutely. If they pit, they better take 4. It's just anytime, especially at this track or any really short tracks, I've found out previously that you really have to. I'm sorry, I'm getting a message here, but you really have to watch your tires, and you got to try to save as much as you can. And if you're going to get pit, you might as well take 4, because it's going to cost you so much time versus the guys that take 4, and they're going to gain up on you really quick. So that's my opinion from what I've seen last night. So I would go with any time you could pit or you're going to pit, I would go with 4 each time.
Be a premium tonight.
All right, so we're about to join in now.
We're still waiting on the final word, I think. Or did we get the okay to jump in?
We got the okay. Yeah, we're good. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
I think they just took the green flag, so we're just a few seconds late, but it's not too bad. We'll have plenty of action, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry. All right, so we're loading in now, and we'll probably be, I imagine, probably by lap 2 by the time we get in here. But that is just fine. And while we're
Looks
waiting, we
like
want to thank Plan B Sales. Appreciate you sponsoring us, and check them out. Use that discount code. All right, we're on track, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness!
and we're already seeing some pretty good action up here.
B. Hayden, are you
Right on
seeing what I'm
cue.
seeing right now?
Yes. It looks like
This
maybe
is.
4 wide in the back of the pack.
I think this is going to be a great race. Oh, we're 4 wide. Oh my goodness! Great. Oh. Yeah, this is going to be. We got Ski Mask. He was on the pole, but he's going to drop back. Melton in the 99 is taking the lead in that Ford F-150.
Yeah, looks like he might have fell back off the pole. We kind of missed what happens. We're not sure if he maybe caught the apron, got a little help, but he's going to try to work his way back up there.
Oh, he most certainly will. He is very good at these trucks, and he puts in a lot of time and a lot of practice, and he's really methodical about the adjustments and stuff he puts in. So he's always a threat to be reckoned with for sure. 99 gets in the wall a little bit there in that food line Ford. I think maybe he's trying to get some free groceries after tonight.
It's certainly possible.
I'd at least try it. We do have a few trucks on the inside lane. It looks like Melton's kind of content with that high lane there on the entrances and exits of the turn, but we've got a few guys dipping down below him.
Yeah, there's one thing that's great about this racetrack is it's multi-group. You can run multiple lanes here in pretty much every single turn. Maybe the high line could wear tires a little bit quicker, but either way, you can make speed in a lot of different areas in this track.
Yeah, we're following in the rear of the camp and Melton here. You see a lot of guys taking a lot of different lines in this turn. But so far, they've been able to keep it clean. No big problems or issues.
Looks like the 22 is trying to make a move on the 2 here. 6th place.
Right along with the 22 now. Ski Mask is on the inside of the number 2. He's going to take that position.
Yeah, this is pretty impressive right there. We're not sure if he pulled over and let him go, but either way, he was able to drive up there and take that 5th spot away.
Looks like he's got 17. F-150 right in front. And we got somebody, I'm not sure exactly who that is, but it's like a really high line now. That'll be Melton. Now, Melton was our leader. It looks like he's getting a little loose here. I wonder if maybe adjustments. It looks like he's got a good short run car, but his laps kind of count down.
Yeah, and that really could come down to what he put in for his slider setup, because we've seen some of these tracks, especially short tracks, if you try to set it a little bit too loose, especially that first stage, you could be hurting halfway through a tire run.
He's got some couplings. He's got the 17 on the outside.
And he's slipping back. Oh, a little contact there. That's going to put the 22 back up in the 3rd position.
Oh, yeah. Right along with the missile for a second. They're side by side.
We've got some good action here in the back of the pack.
Doesn't have any sponsors this season. We're going to wish him some luck maybe next week. Maybe get a good finish there. Get a few sponsors on that trip. sometimes it's hard to tell on this track as to who's kind of saving and who's really just losing the speed, because I feel like a few of these guys are probably starting to hold back a little bit. Just
Well, you know, I was thinking that myself. It looks like we got one going through the dirt on the front stretch.
Oh yeah, we got one flipping over. That's the 24th place official. We got a huge wreck. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is going to be a caution. Caution's out.
Caution's out. I caught the 24 rolling over. He was barrel rolling right when I caught him on camera. Poor guy, who was all right. Go in there and get your pit crew to fix that thing for you. If you like to send any get well cards to the 24 this evening, we'll give you his address later on.
Yeah, he's definitely going to need some well wishes after that wreck.
That was a tough one. It was for sure. But so still only stage one. Plays, where does this put us? It's got to be getting close to a lap count here. And we got D-Blood starting in first place here on the inside line. Let's see what we got here.
Pretty clean coming off of turn 2 there. Yeah, we knew this was going to be a good race with that 4 and 22 after the championship run last season when it came down between those two here at Iowa. So you knew those two would be up front.
And you know, from what I seen last year, if it comes down to the same thing, they're probably going to do the same thing, because D-Blood knows what the 22 is going to do. So D-Blood's probably looking to do the same thing if he's in that same position. They've even talked about it, so it is what it is. There's a lot of racing going on behind D-Blood here in that number 4 Toyota Tundra. Got a lot of side-by-side action. Plays, what do we look like on a lap count? Alright, looks like we got about 8 laps to go. Here in stage number 1. And your current leader is D, number 4 Toyota Tundra. And he's got a decent lead as long as those guys keep racing behind him. It looks like he's pulling off a little bit. What do you say, B-Head?
Yeah, it definitely looks like he's able to, and even in the first stage, he was able to pull away from the pack a little bit, which was, something a little bit different that we saw from him in the championship last year. It seemed like he had a pretty good long run car last season, but it looks like he might have fixed up that short run speed here.
Looks like it for sure. I really want to go to the middle of the pack so bad, but we do have a challenger here in the second place truck. That middle pack is racing hard. I'm sure you can see that. Yeah, they're 3 wide. Alright, I got to go back there for just a second. They can get off the leader, but we got to see what's going on back there. 38. It's pushing another forward, it looks like. We got Ski Master with 22 on the outside. 40 right above him on the outside lane. Looks like D-Blood's still holding on to his lead at the moment, but he does have a challenger.
He does have a challenger. He's getting closer. The real battle right now looks like back for third is we've got about 6-7 cars grouped right up together there, big time, racing for third.
We have a huge lead. I see it now. We're on it now, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate that, B-Hayden. Yeah, we got a good run here. 22 is Ski Mask. Running the inside lane. He's trying to get all he can here on that 38. The time's ticking here in stage 1.
The second place car is getting closer. The number 2 car of Long Live the Sauce and his Chevrolet truck.
Long live the sauce. I know him. He's a racer for a long time. He's a good guy. He's a good racer. And it looks like he's like you said, he's giving D-Blood a run for his money here in stage one. He is all over. He's coming up on that back. He's making some ground in the turns, but it looks like D-Blood catches him on the exits. One to go. Let's
Now,
see
if he can get to him, we'll be aggressive here to try to maybe steal stage win.
Let's see what Long with the Sauce is going to do for the stage one. I think if I know Long with the Sauce, he's going to be content right here in second and just let it play out. They got 2 more stages to go. That's exactly it. Either that or he just didn't have enough, didn't have enough to get to him. But
he closed up to him, so he might be saving a little bit.
He might have been. He might have been holding back for stage 2 and stage 3. He don't want to show everything he has right this moment, so it looks like for sure we got D-Blood winning stage 1. We got Long Live the Sauce and finishing P2 and stage 1. Exotic, can you help us out with the rest of them?
D-Blood first, Long Live second, Respect the Cloud third, Arnagle 9.
Respect the Cloud third. Who was fourth?
Arnagle.
Arnagle?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, fifth?
Ski.
Alright, so that rounds out your top 5. We appreciate our officials.
I believe the number 17.
Alright, so it looks like they're ready to go. They got their put adjustments in, and looks like D-Blood's going to lead this pack here with the 2 on the outside of them. Green flag's out.
Great turn 1 right there by the 4 car. Coming out of turn 2, holds its lead again.
D-Blood is really, he knows this track. He's pretty good here at this track. And he's always had pretty good results here time and time again. Obviously he didn't win the cup race, but he was still up there towards the front the whole night. And here in the trucks, he just sounds like he's got it figured out. Right at the moment, things can change really quick there.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone could hit an adjustment here in stage 2 or maybe the beginning of stage 3. Sometimes that could be all it takes. Or, keeping the miscues down to a minimum as far as maybe speeding on pit road or slow pit stops. That could also be the difference here down the stretch. But right now, he definitely looks like he's a class above everyone.
Yeah, he's definitely holding his own. So while he's doing that, we're going to kind of get some of these other guys airtime. We're going to get back in the middle of this pack. We got some.
Oh, and actually, we got a battle for the lead here. The 88 has gone down underneath the 4 for the lead.
Respect the Cloud. He is making a run here on the inside. He's getting no help.
He got no help at that draft. They're pretty organized actually on the top line. That was just enough to get that 4 pushed out back in front. But look who's behind him in that 22 with Ski Mask. He knew he'd be back up there to the front.
Ski Mask has a pretty good hot rod in Iowa, especially in his trucks. He was here for the championship race last season. He pulled it out and won it. He put the old bump and run, I guess you could put that. Yeah, it was a bump and run. And nobody was mad about it because everybody assumed, that's what you would do. Everybody would have done it. But you never forget. So if it comes down to it and D-Blood's in second, I imagine there'll be another bump and run here tonight.
Yeah, I have a feeling that maybe D-Blood might do things over a little differently. But, like you said, everything worked out the way it did. And, maybe things could turn out a little different. And right now with these guys 1-2. Might have a alternate finish here.
And respect the Cloud. I mean, he ran that number 88 Ford F-150. Just kind of Obviously, he must have got some good adjustments in there, is what I can imagine. 'Cause he's definitely got a very good truck right here at the moment, especially with a lot of the guys riding side by side behind him. He's gonna make a run on the 2 truck. He's making his way up to the field.
Yeah, he's one. Definitely the pit adjustments helped him at the end of stage 1. And he had a nose under the lead there for a lap or 2, but it looks like
He come close,
he's...
but he fell off one day. Nobody worked with him. Nagel 3 wide in the middle. 38 truck, he's getting used up a little bit. He's just trying to hold on to what he's got.
Yeah, we got some pretty crazy racing there in the middle of the pack, it looks like.
Yeah, these guys are going for every spot they have.
That's the thing. Once you, one thing I've noticed with this track, racing next to somebody can burn out your tires pretty quick. So the sooner you can get ahead of somebody, the better off you might be to try to run somebody else down in front of you.
And you're exactly right about that. Because when you're running side by side, you don't. Well, you're trying to give those guys some room, and you don't necessarily run the line you always really want to run with your practice. So then you either end up gunning it too much in the corner or not lifting enough, or whatever the case may be. You're trying to give room, but it's just we're not necessarily used to it, but not. You practice so long without all these cars being right around you, it definitely gets complicated. You really got to be careful about saving your tire wear, and just sometimes, like you said, either try to make the pass as soon as you can, or just give it up, just so you don't have to burn those tires.
Yeah, it's a good point. We've seen that in all 3 series so far. A lot of times, the second, third place driver is pretty content with just running behind the guy in first, just to save his stuff for a chance at the end of the race or at the end of the stage. And like you said too, with the, racing next to somebody, getting you off your line that you normally run, you can start sliding that right rear tire, and it doesn't take long for it to wear down.
Looks like we got the 17 in the pits. Unfortunately, might have been an engine failure or something of that sort. We're riding around with Y'all Ain't Ready. We haven't talked about him much tonight in that number 40 truck. He was forced to be... Oh, we got a wreck back there. Looks like somebody... It's a 16 truck. Evan R2K was in the wall. Looks like those things are in. Yeah, Y'all Ain't Ready. That's somebody we haven't talked much about tonight, but he was a force to be reckoned with last season. He did very well in the point standings, and like he's trying to make some moves here tonight and get his way back up front.
Looks like the 16 of Evan 2K is on the apron. I think he's around just in front of pit road. He's going to the pits now.
Yeah, he's in the pits now. I thought I seen him in the wall just a few moments ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he blew a tire or if he's that was a scheduled stop, but maybe he just lost it going down to pit road.
I see a little bit of damage to his rear end of that truck.
And it looks like he's got some in the front as well.
So if I'm not mistaken, I believe Deep Blood's still our leader here. Right, Zach?
Yep.
Alright, so there we go. Right along with Deep Blood 87 and number 4.
It does look like the 22 has closed the gap just a little bit here in the last few laps.
Yeah, we're going to watch this rear view cam here and see if it's 24. Or 22, excuse me. See what he can do here. I will say D-Blood has made a really good start here at stage 2, and he's definitely showed he had the speed, and once he got out front, he hadn't really looked back.
Yeah, so far we haven't really seen anybody be able to get up there. The 88, you know, looks like they might have put some short run adjustments in and had a chance at the beginning of the stage, but no one's been able to really knock him off the mark since he took the lead in stage 1.
Yeah, the 88 showed some speed there at the beginning of that stage, and definitely gave him a run for his money, but it looks like Deep Blood has I would say at least a decent short run card, a very good long run card, because he's showing it right here and right now. As he's still leading this race here in stage 2.
And then number 2 of Long Live the Sauce, is also kind of hanging back just a little bit in third. He's still in touch there. Just, you know, if something did happen between the leaders, he'd be right there to pounce.
Well, you don't want to forget about Melton in that 99 truck. I mean, at one point he was leading. He's still right up there with those guys. He's still in that pack. He's trying to chase the Deep Blood down. So he's had a strong truck this evening tonight as well. Y'all ain't ready making that inside move on the 24 truck. He's gonna get around him. So these guys have really spaced out here in stage 2. So stage 3 is really going to get interesting. The one is going to see a lot of cautions because, well, I guess depending on the setups these guys threw in, just like they did in stage 2, we saw a few guys break away here.
Yeah, things are definitely kind of spaced out here in stage 2. You know, and I think this could give them a good idea of, you know, maybe what we could see in stage 3 and kind of prepare them if they need to make adjustments as far as their tire wear goes, their handling, what they need down the stretch if stage 3 goes green. Caution will definitely throw a wrench into everything. That would mix up, you know, probably a lot of strategy. People definitely have to make some different kind of adjustments in stage 3 that they really haven't had to yet.
That's exactly right, because even though I think we've only had one caution in this race, stage 3, once they get rolling, they know it's stage 3. That's where everybody's going to put the pedal to the metal for sure. We're going to see who gets out in the lead, who gets put in the wall pretty much.
Looks like the cars are slowing.
D-Blood, Ski, Long Live, Respect, and Exotic.
Alright, so we got D-Blood. That's the end of our stage here, ladies and gentlemen. Stage 2. We got D-Blood. He's taking the stage win. We got Ski in second place. Who was our third place?
Long Live the Sauce.
Long Live the Sauce. He takes our third.
Respect and Exotic.
Respect takes fourth. And then Exotic's going to take 5th place, and that's going to be your stage 2 results for your top 5. So while we were talking about getting into stage 3, we're here now, ladies and gentlemen, and this is where it's going to get really good and really interesting here. These guys are going to push it, and they're going to try to get everything they can. Also, if we don't have any cautions, there's going to have to be some green flag stops, so that's going to make it interesting as well. So we're going to see how this plays out. All right, looks like green flag is out. Riding wrong with number 2, Long Live the Sauce.
38 laps.
38 laps in this stage, ladies and gentlemen. Sauce is on the inside of that 88 Ford. D-Blood takes the lead again with ski mask all over his bumper. This is kind of like last year, isn't it?
Looks like he thought about there. Oh, we got a wreck here in the back of the pack.
Oh, no, we got a bad wreck. Yeah, we got the 21 to 38. That's a caution. Caution's out, ladies and gentlemen. I kind of feared this would probably happen. But it's short track racing, so ask Joey Laguna, he'll tell you all about it.
He'll definitely tell you all about it.
So we're at a caution here at the beginning of stage 3, which I don't know how much that'll play because it was so soon at the beginning of stage 3.
You know, I think that you might see some guys in the back of the pack come down pit road, maybe top off fuel. I still don't think they can make it from here.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I still don't think they could make it at this point. It was so
But I still think even with a couple laps on their tires, you know, track position is still key here. You know, at least for the top 6, 7 cars.
All right, here we go. Let's ride along with D-Blood. Starting off with 40 on the outside. All right, green flag's out. Truck race is on. Who wants this bad enough? We're going to find out real soon. D-Blood gets a great restart. He's just, every restart he pulls off. And it definitely helps some of those guys racing side by side behind him. You say, hey,
yeah, that absolutely. That lets him gap these guys behind him, and even with them running in a pack like this, but racing side by side, you're just going to lose time. But it looks like maybe the 22 again has kind of gotten free in second place here. Maybe he can get up there and try to run him down.
It's like the 24 maybe got in the wall a little bit. It's hard to tell. Let's look further back a little bit. More like the orange and black car. Orange and black trucks. D-Blood has a nice lead here. And wow, second, third just made a lot of ground up on him really quick here. So let's see if these guys in second, third, and fourth will maybe try to start working together some, see if they can keep up with D-Blood and make a move on it.
Yeah, to be honest, I expect to see if the 22 does get to the back of the 4. I think you're going to see him maybe try to move him so he can get around him quickly because, you know, of how easily the 4 cars been able to get away. He probably wants to try to
here he goes.
take his chance. Here he goes. Yeah, he's got a run here on the inside going into turn number 3.
Already showing a little bit of a repeat from last season.
And
was that move too early?
That's going to be the thing. And you know, if the 4 races him hard here and they're still side by side going into 1, and it looks like 22 cleared him. You know, how much are they going to weigh the tires down? Yeah, the 88 has definitely found some good adjustments. He's right up there in this picture too. You can't count him out.
So it definitely looks like the 4 is going to have to kind of be concerned with what's in his rearview mirror this moment. The 22's gone. He's going to pull it off. He is definitely got a good run here.
Is the 4 saving anything? Was the question. That's what we have to find out here. Because, you know, is he saving anything like he did last year?
And he also, he's pulled back in front of that 88 truck, so he's still holding on the same place. He's not falling too far behind. And he showed the stage in stage 2. He could lead the pack, so I don't see him falling too far back. It looks like the 88's trying to give him another run.
Yeah, the 88's making a move on the inside there, coming off too. That's just going to help the 22 get away from these guys.
It's like D-Blood like, probably took, if I was D-Blood, I'd just tuck back behind that 88. Probably just try to run together so keep up with that 22. Because that 22 is fast, especially when he gets out front. He showed that all season so far this year. These guys have definitely calmed it down a little bit and kind of almost single file.
Yeah, so far, and after that first caution, after this restart, things have kind of settled down a little bit. And like you said, they've gone single file and not a lot of racing anywhere in the track right now. Everyone's pretty content, just kind of riding, trying to save their stuff, it looks like.
He's
I
leading
tell you
that
what,
middle pack.
TCW, that 88 is staying right there in second place. He's not
going
letting
anywhere,
up.
is he?
No, he's not. He's gonna have a chance here before this thing's all said and done.
Throw silence back. So let's see if the 88 got something for Ski Mask. Ski Mask is your last season's Truck Series champion. And he won the championship here at this track. And if, I probably don't need to remind everyone that he gave the bump to undefeated on that championship. So I was wondering if D-Blood would give it back. It looks like D-Blood's not there. It looks like the 88's looking to maybe show Ski Mask what that's like. Oh,
Yeah, they're still pretty grouped right there together.
Yeah,
you know, one thing I've noticed with that 4, he has like I said in last season, you know, he had a really good long run car. I wonder if maybe he made an adjustment to kind of go back to that, thinking this might go green.
And if he did, he's right. So far, other than that first, caution, I think that was maybe 2 laps in. Green flag and the 88's got a nice run. He's putting some separation in that 4. He's staying on that 22. He's looking about a car, 2, 3 cars. It looks like 22 gets a great run on there each time they come down to what little bit of backstretch they do.
Now, if we could just check into their in-race reporter real quick when he gets a free second, we could get a lap count.
To go here. We got the 22 lead, the 88 in second, and the 4.
Now this is really going to be the part of the stage, the fuel run, I think, that when tires are going to start to show their age a little bit, and who's willing to maybe duck down pit road a few laps early, try to make up a few seconds. Is anybody willing to short pit, or again, maybe 2 tires out? And it looks like our 3rd place car here, D-Blood in the Ford.
Oh, good. I was going to say it's got to be close. I knew they were going to start. But it looks like the 88 and the Ski Mask for the 22, they're staying out. So the Ford dipped in by himself.
So right on cue, we got a couple different strategies playing out here. And we'll have to see how long the 22 and the 88 can stay out. Oh, and it looks like the 22 gets there for the 88. Oh, and he comes up and hits the 2.
A huge wreck.
Big wreck. This is going to bring it a
caution, and that's not going to be good for D-Blood. Yeah, caution's out. I think that might have ruined D-Blood there, because didn't he pit?
He pitted it. The biggest question is if he went a lap down. That's going to be it. We'll have to get that.
We'll have to find out about that. Zod could probably, he should be able to help us out with that once everything figures out. But, wow, that is a big, huge momentum changer.
Is on the lead lap.
So this is going to actually work out perfectly for D-Blood.
Lucky for D-Blood, because that's the one thing you got to worry about pitting early. Is you got to worry about something like this happening. That's the only thing you got to worry about, right, B. Hayden? Pitting early.
Yeah, that's the thing with short pitting is
a caution coming out.
Exactly, getting trapped a lap down. And honestly, if that wreck would have happened in the next quarter, it might have been the difference for D-Blood there. But
all right, we got a new leader. Melton 85.
We do have a new leader.
That 2-line Ford.
And it looks like the 4 D-Blood is actually in the back of the pack. I wonder if he got the wave around.
He may have gotten the wave around, because I think he had to have went a lap down. I was pretty sure he did. But it looks like, we got the 40 doing a crossover on the inside of the 99.
We haven't talked about that 40 car here much tonight. Maybe he can make a run here at the end.
99 just takes it right back like it was nothing. So
wow.
And it looks like we got 3 and 4 wide back there.
Yeah, we got some crazy racing here in the back of the pack. You got the Ford trying to make his way back up there. The 22, they're not going to be very patient.
Exotic, can you let me know when we got 10 laps to go?
Sure thing.
I appreciate that. Alright, so we're following along with Melt here in that 99 truck, and he was someone that was leading this race in the beginning, fell back towards the end of stage 1 and through stage 2, and now here at the end of stage 3, he's leading the race. How about that?
Yeah, and he's got a pretty good position right here. He's running a completely different line from what these leaders have been. He's
Really
right
is.
up there, rim right in that wall.
You see the run he gets. Well, I'm just wondering if he's burning his tires a little too quick.
You-
Because he gets a great run at first, those first few laps he does that, but it seems like the guys that run that lower line, they catch up to him really quick.
And that number 2 is right there.
Yeah, and that would
Closing
be
back in.
Sauce, I believe. And that would be. Let's see what Sauce is willing to do in this race now.
Looks like he's trying to make a move here to the inside.
99. The high lane. He's going to get the run on the outside. Is he going to clear him?
These
No,
guys
he
racing
wasn't.
side by side might bring
Yeah,
that
I think
88
Two's gonna
back
get
into
him
the
this
picture
time.
too.
Yeah, the two.
And he's still at his quarter panel, it looks
Wow.
like. Yes.
99 is
Wow.
not giving up.
Great racing here for first and second.
This is
He
great
slings it down into
side-by-side
turn
racing.
1.
99 really knows that high line. He's got that figured
He
out.
does.
He is
He's
really
making it run.
slingshotting
Oh.
off of him. What's
He
gonna
got
be?
cut off there at the exit of the corner. The 2 is just able to clear. We'll see if the 99 can get another run here.
And here he comes again, but looks like it's not going to be enough to work. Yes, it might. That two's really hugging that bottom line. And 99's going to follow his line this time.
It looks like he actually got a pretty good run there.
He did. I heard something. Next lap 5 to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I only got 5 laps to go here, so this is going to happen quick. So we better just get on back to the leaders. Riding around with long live the sauce. That number 2 Chevrolet truck. And we got Melton. He's battling. He's still running that high line. He is trying to see if he can work something out here. He's got some company behind him, but right now that number 2 along with the sauce. That Chevy Silverado.
Yeah, he's checking out up front right now. And you have to wonder if maybe he came down pit road that last caution and maybe put some fresh tires on him. Made some adjustments here for the short run.
He definitely did, or either it's the case of where maybe 99, because you know he wasn't up front. Maybe he took 2 tires, because it seemed like he was running pretty steady there, but he fell off the pace really fast. So we got to be coming down to what, 2 laps to go?
Yep, 2 good.
Alright, 2 to go. Next time by. We got long live the sauce. Number 2 Chevy Silverado. He's leading the pack. Looks like second place has got some company in 3rd and 4th.
I think to your point, TCW, I think the 99 might have used up his tires trying to race the 2 on that high line.
It definitely looks like it, because yeah, he's losing a lot of ground. Well, actually, he hasn't lost any yet, but he might on this lap. He may be able to hold him a second. I believe he's still in second. Yeah, he's still holding on to second, so he held on, but that's where he's going to be at. He's going to finish there. That's the race. Long live the sauce. And the number 2 truck, Chevy Silverado, is your race winner. Definitely could tell Milton finished second, third, fourth, and fifth. I'll have to get that from Exotic.
Good win by that 2 team there, and long live the sauce, and great run there by the 99 car too. Give himself a chance there at the end on that short run.
Yeah, he definitely showed a lot of speed there towards the end, and I remember, he was definitely up front there at stage one. Maybe, where the adjustments were, or maybe just some bad luck, but whatever the case may be, there at the end of start of stage 3, he definitely got after that caution, he worked his way back up front and was there and was definitely contending. But long live the sauce. I didn't see that. I mean, he's definitely good, but man, I
And
was
he
really
hung
thinking it
around
was going to
that
be
second,
between D
third.
Blood and maybe Ski Mask, because that's what kind of everybody was thinking.
Yeah, and he with that caution coming out, that definitely set the stage for him to put himself in position, and he delivered.
It really did. So congratulations to Long Live Sauce. That was a heck of a run and great job. And especially at Iowa, I mean that's a tough short track. So he did an outstanding job. And we're gonna try to get our top 3 in here, get them some invites so we can chat with them real quickly before we sign off here. All right, give me 1 second so I can try to get everybody some invites. All right, Sauce and Milton is in here. Who else are we missing?
Exotic.
Oh, Exotic. You're already in here, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then we're good to go. All right, Exotic. You were third place.
Yep.
Tell me about that race and how did it play out for you? Was it what you expected?
No, I didn't expect to get a top 5. I expected to at least get a top 3 by fuel saving. But that wreck happened with 16, 17 to go. Although the tiny little blocks towards the end, my rule is you get 3, then I'm going. So it was make my way to the top 3 because there was no interview last week because I got second. But yeah,
Well, I understand.
it was.
Well, I mean, you gotta, especially there at the end of stage 3. I mean, at some point you gotta decide where you're gonna go or you're not. And if there's some slower guys in front of you and they're just holding you up, you got to do what you got to do to get around them and try to make the best race for yourself that you can. So I understand that 100%.
Other than that, good finish, long live.
Appreciate
Was
you, man.
so was there anybody that surprised you tonight, Exotic? As far as anybody running up front or somebody you didn't expect to be up there?
Well, D Blood's Black Cat that keeps coming to his garage. That
Yeah,
cat
D
is actually
Blood's having a
surprisingly,
rough time.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
He's
what
had some
black
tough
cat
luck.
Fire Slayer done released in his household, but I know he posted a picture the other night in that Discord of a black cat, and apparently that thing's following D Blood around pretty good. But yeah, I
But
agree
other
with
than
you on
that, it's
that.
been a good race.
Hey, B. Hayden, you got anything for our third place finisher tonight?
Well, I was wondering if you might have been able to see what happened in that last caution. It looked like maybe something around pit road. I'm not sure if you got a look at it or not.
Only thing I can think of is someone got loose off before or tagged the apron a little bit. But I know the
Okay.
caution came out when Ski pulled out in front of me and I T-boned him.
Yeah. Now there's something else too. We noticed that it seemed like whoever was in the lead was able to get out front and be able to pull away. Did you kind of notice that too? Maybe if you're the leader on research, you had an advantage, or if you could just clear someone, maybe that's all it took to kind of get a big lead.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like if you get clean air on this track, you're unstoppable. That's I know when I got clean air after breaking away from the mid pack, I was moving my way up towards the front.
Yeah, so definitely seemed like track position and clean air was a premium tonight. But either way, great finish tonight. You're setting yourself up pretty good in the points, and we look forward to seeing you again next week at Texas.
That's right.
Yeah, man, great points for tonight, and a great run in that top three finish. And we're going to move along to our second place finisher tonight, Melton. Melton, you had a fast hot rod there. I noticed, especially at the beginning of stage one, that it looks like you fell off a little bit there in the middle, but then stage three you come right back. Tell me about how that race was for you, and what'd you think about it?
Well, I ran a 9 bar, so I knew I was going to be fast on the short run.
That makes sense.
You were really
Well,
fast for about 5 laps.
yeah, so stage one, I got super loose there after about 10 laps. Uh, Made some adjustments in the middle of the race, but by then I was back in traffic, so I was just kind of stuck there for a little bit. And got fortunate on that last caution to already be in the pits, so I got to restart first and took advantage of it.
Yeah, and that's one thing I noticed too, Melton, because a lot of times in the Cup Series and stuff like that, or it don't really matter what series it is, but I usually like to run a little bit of a looser setup, and it works really well when I'm either by myself or up front or something like that. But when I get around traffic, it gets kind of sketchy really quick. And
Yeah,
it seems like that's kind of what was going on for you, because I was like, I've been there and done that. And I still been there and done that. I still do it all the time. So I just like those looser sets. And you never know, because I'm going to tell you right, just like like at Martinsville last year for me, it only takes a caution to come out with the overtime with 2 laps to go, and you got 4 fresh ones on there, and you're ready to roll, and you can win that race. So.
yeah. I
But
I
a
tried
heck of
to
a job,
make
though.
it.
Heck of a job.
Yeah, I tried to make it my goal to make the high line work, and I did for the first 10 laps. But after I burnt that right rear up, that high
Yeah,
line just couldn't
we
hold them
talked about
off.
that in the race, that how well you were working off that high line and how much momentum you were getting off the turns when you were coming out of turn two and turn four. Like, you would gain so much. They would gain on you in the corner, but you would gain so much momentum. But then it looked like your tires started to wear off.
Yeah, maybe if it would have been a few laps less on that final restart, I could have got that win. But
Yeah. Well, hey, heck of a job. Second place isn't bad at all, and
no,
you
I'll
know
take
you
it.
you started off there and then fell to the back because of some misfortune, and then worked yourself right back up there. So, hey, that's a good night. I'd be proud of that.
Yeah, and I apologize to Exotic. I know I chopped him once earlier in the race. I think I got him, knocked him into the wall, but I didn't know he was up there.
Exotic, he's a pretty good guy. I'm sure he'll be all right. Everything will be fine. But hey, appreciate it, Melton, and a good run tonight, and nice place on that second place finish tonight. That'll get you some
Yep.
good points in the truck series, and definitely keep you right there in the playoff contention.
Oh yeah.
So you'll be good to go. B. Hayden, you got anything for our second place finish?
Just great job tonight in a second place run, and like he said, we saw you running that high line up there, and looks like you were making up some pretty good ground up there. But like you kind of alluded to, you ran a nine a 9 bar, which was surprising when you said that, but it kind of made sense why you fell off there at the end. But
Yeah.
you
Well,
definitely gave yourself a chance in that
I
last
got
short run.
I got my inspiration from Mo Power last night. He said he ran a 9, so I figured I'd try it.
I heard that too, and I thought he was crazy too. But hey, that gave you a chance there at the end, and either way, it gave you a second place finish and sets you up pretty good going forward.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Absolutely.
All right, with that said, I guess it's time to move on to our race winner tonight. Long live the sauce. Long live the sauce. What's up, Saucy?
Yes. How you doing, TCW? How you doing, Brady?
We're doing good. We enjoyed
Doing
calling
good,
the
yeah.
race, and a heck of a performance tonight. I guess without telling too much, what type of adjustments did you make throughout the race? Because you definitely made your way up there pretty quick. Well, I wouldn't say pretty quick, but midway through the race, you were definitely in contention, and there towards the end.
I think I really I learned a lot last night in the cup race, so tonight I just kind of applied to that a little bit earlier on. Found a good rhythm, and I just right place, right time at the end. You just want to get that clean air and get away from the pack as soon as you can.
Now, did you get caught up in any trouble tonight, as far as like any kind of wrecks or somebody getting loose and getting into you, or was you
Well,
able to? You had a pretty clean race tonight.
I mean, there was some bumps here and there, for sure. But there at the end, that last restart with ski mask, so I just saw him spinning, and I really tried to go high, and he just kept sliding up from the spin, so ran into him, and then the pack ensued. So I was really in safe mode at that point, and I was pretty sure I was going to make it, so I felt like I had good cards there, and then I had better cards after.
Well, I think you've done a great job tonight, and since I've met you, probably about a year ago, whatever, in a few other different leagues, uh, you've come a long ways, and you're a really good racer, and you've done a really good job. And it did surprise me that you were up here winning, in the lead and won this race tonight. But with D Blood and Ski Mask and some of those previous veterans that were battling out, I
Mm.
figured they would. I kind of figured they would be up there with you, at least battling out. But there was some unfortunate circumstances here and there. But overall, number two, you ran a good
Yeah, I
race tonight,
appreciate you.
sir.
I appreciate you, TCW. Always, much love to you. But Deep Blood, Ski Mask had great trucks. They were definitely trucks to beat tonight. It's unfortunate that kind of got flipped there at the end. But I'll take
All
it
right.
any way I can get it.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do. I mean, that was a Martinsville race last year. I won in the Cup Series, and I think I mentioned earlier, but yeah, you take them any way you can get them, because Martinsville isn't even a track I should have won at. So I was real happy about that. But I'm not saying that the same, with you in this race. Like, you deserve this. You ran a good race and did a really good job. B. Hayden, what do you got for our winner here in that number 2 Chevy Silverado?
Well, Sauce, great run that number 2 car tonight. Great win. You definitely earned it. We talked about it earlier in the race, watching you, kind of right around there in that third, fourth, fifth place spot, and we kind of mentioned it a few times that maybe you were going to be a player in this race before it was over, and obviously nobody expected to have that last caution, but that set you up pretty good there at the end.
Most definitely, it was a gift. I'll definitely take it. So, but I think either way, I was gonna make it on the field. So I don't know if everyone else in front of me was. So
Now, did you when you were racing the 88 there on the outside, did you think that maybe he was going to have a shot there those last couple laps, or were you pretty confident that you thought you could get around him at some point?
Yeah, I felt like the bottom was the better line to have there in the end. Just the high line's it's just kind of slow there when you have one tires.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe after 10 laps or so, it looks like the high line would kind of wear out your tires a little bit. But you stuck to that bottom line and you pulled away and were able to get that win in Iowa tonight. And great job. And you're still locked into that chase going forward. So awesome.
About that. Appreciate you guys for the broadcast and everything. Good job.
Oh yeah, awesome job. And Sauce, you're in the truck playoffs.
How about
So
that?
no worries. As long as you make the races, you ain't got to worry about a thing from here on out.
Right.
So congratulations, Sauce, and that number 2 Chevy Silverado getting it done here at Iowa Speedway. I'm not sure if D-Blood's in here. He may have left the chat. Sometimes I try to get his final opinion, but I'm not sure that he's in here at this point. So
Yeah, it looks like it's just the two of us here. So
all right, B. Hayden. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and sign on off. Hey, I appreciate you helping me out with this. You do a great job, and I appreciate you helping me out with the truck series. And I know all the
yeah,
other guys appreciate it as well. So
absolutely. Thanks for having me on, and you do a great job too. And yeah, everybody in the league has done a great job so far for this season, and we'll have to keep the momentum rolling forward here.
yeah, I agree 100%. And we all, we all do the best we can to keep things rolling, like you said, and everybody motivated and everybody having a good time, and that's what it's all about. So.
And looking forward to Texas next week too. That's
Oh
going to be
yeah,
a good race.
we got Texas next week too, and everybody knows Turn 4 is slippery. So coming
Yep.
out of Turn 4, we're gonna see who can hold on to it, because we all know how that plays out. But
Oh
with
yeah,
that
maybe
said,
some more cautions next week.
oh yeah. With that said, B. Hayden, we appreciate you and thank you for helping us out here in the booth. We want to thank our sponsor here in the truck series, Plan B Sales. We appreciate them. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, anybody that's watched the stream tonight or is going to watch it later on in the future and may join in, we definitely appreciate it, and we will definitely see you next time. Thank you very much, and good night.